We'd like to welcome everybody back
Episode 28.
28th edition of the Division Podcast. We got the whole crew back up in here, y'all.
Shout out to the Division, baby.
Everybody, I am Ryan G, your moderator.
Yes, indeed, I'm Furman, and I'm back.
I'm Mr. Taylor.
And I'm Reggie F. Baby, the Madden King, a.k.a. the 2K King.
Oh, Lord, look what he started with.
Yeah, and he's starting with that, too.
Oh.
We all four back up in the place here. It's been a minute, like 2 weeks. We've been kind of doing the duo thing. You know, we've been running back and forth, to and fro and everything. How y'all been, man? How was y'all weekend?
Good.
Man, I had a good weekend.
Good one.
It was All-Star Weekend, and I love it. I love every time All-Star Weekend come around.
Well, Fur, that's a great transition. Why don't we start with All-Star Weekend?
That was smooth.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
All-Star Weekend this weekend in Chicago. The NBA's finest were out there to celebrate the game of basketball. You had a lot going on, all the All-Stars. You had tributes to Kobe Bryant, which were really heartfelt and whatnot. How much did y'all actually get to check out, man?
All of it.
I watch all of it,
From
but
the beginning to the very end.
I missed some of that celebrity game. But
Celebrity game, I watch a little bit of that. Stephen A. Smith talked a lot of smack, but his team got beat.
Bad, too.
He had Quavo starting point guard on his
and that's
team.
why he thought he would have won. That's all he had.
Quavo was out there pushing the ball down the court, turning it
Quavo
over.
was trying.
And not giving it to the WNBA player who could actually score.
Exactly.
Yeah, he turning the ball over.
What's her name?
I forgot her name, Ava something.
Yeah,
but she was handling her business or whatnot. Common, I believe he won the celebrity game MVP.
He
so
was
shout
the
out to
MVP.
him.
Yep.
Shout out to Common.
I think what's his name, Famous or whatever his name. He
Los.
was Los Famous.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a good game.
Yeah, he did. He won MVP last year,
I
man.
he
only,
won
I
it
only
last
seen
year.
like one quarter, so.
That's what I caught the end of it, but
Yeah.
Let's get some real basketball now.
No,
Right after
same
that
night.
celebrity game,
Yeah.
same night, we had the Rising Stars game. This was the USA Rising Stars rookies and second-year players against the world.
yep.
Now, on the former podcast, we didn't know who the world was, and the world was handling their business there for a little while.
y'all
Yeah,
know Ryan, them
yeah,
boys good, too.
yeah. We was at the house playing some 2K, and Ryan was talking. He was like, "Man, the world been winning the whole time."
The
and then
world.
once the USA turned up,
Oh, yeah.
it was over.
It's about long.
Zion.
They're not good.
They had
last that long.
R.J. Barrett for the Knicks had a good game for the world team. I think he from like Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was Zion teammate.
Yeah, and you
in
can't
that.
talk
dude.
down on the world, man. The world is a
They
good
good.
team
They
too,
compete.
man.
They compete.
Yeah,
man.
they're a good team.
151, 131. Miles Bridges from the Charlotte Hornets. He had 20 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists.
Miles good.
So he won the MVP of that game, and that concluded Joe Friday night. So now we all ready.
It could have been done.
I tell you
None
what,
too.
that
What's that?
Saturday night
yeah,
was
that point guard. That dude good.
that
Yeah,
Saturday night
for
was a
Miami.
good
That
game.
dude good. I didn't know he was that good. He could shoot the
Yeah,
ball. He get to the
is.
rack. He's not
and
that
you know
big
what?
either.
Undrafted.
That's none for the Heat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
that dude
Undrafted.
good.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
They,
yeah.
they pull him out the G League.
He real good.
He was in the G League for a minute. The Heat have a lot of young talent.
They
a lot
do.
of young talent over there.
Yeah, because they had the other guy
I'm happy
too.
for Eric Spoelstra, man. Life hadn't been good since the King left. So shout out to Miami for doing what they're doing right now.
Yep.
Saturday, we started off with the events of you had the skills competition, 3-point contest, and the dunk contest.
In that order.
Yep.
We gonna start out with the 3-point contest though.
Man,
we
you
had
can't skip the
contestants.
skills though, man,
The
because a big man won the
Yeah,
skills challenge.
matter of
We
fact,
gonna
matter
get to the skills.
of fact, Miami Heat player.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah.
Bam.
Bam Adebayo.
Bam.
We
Bam.
gonna get to him. Bam gonna get his own shine.
Yeah.
It was a good night. It was a
It
very
was.
competitive, entertaining night.
It
that
was
night.
because, like I said, a big man won the skills challenge. I mean, he was making the chest passes on the first pass.
Yeah.
In and out the little weave thing, no problem. Like, it was hitting 3 balls.
Miami have a lot of good players for cheap.
Like, I mean, that's...
Yeah, and it came down to
And
the
he was
end.
a first-time All-Star, so I know he had that on his plate, too. So, that
Shout
might be
out.
Good
somebody
little
to watch
player,
in the
man.
next couple of years.
Shout
dude,
out.
that line.
But
So
you
you
got
three-
the 3-point contest?
3-point contestants, you had the likes of Zach LaVine, you had Devontae Graham from the Charlotte Hornets, you had Buddy Hield, you had Devin Booker, you had Joe Harris, you had Trey Young, so it was a pretty good competition.
Yeah.
Man, don't forget
That's a
about
real good
Robinson, man,
competition.
from
And
the
they
Heat.
had Duncan Robinson.
Yeah, that dude from the Heat, man.
Yeah, Duncan Robinson.
And Bertans.
So
That's
Fur and
nice.
Wayne, y'all really got to check it out. Y'all really got to see because I didn't really get to see
He
it. So
made it
y'all
to
go
the
ahead and
last round,
expound
man.
on
Yeah,
it.
that dude
Let-
from Washington.
Let me lay it all the way down for
Yeah.
you.
Lay it
Actually,
down flat.
out of all those names, it came down with the final round came down to 3 contestants.
Yep.
And the final 3 out of Trey Young, Zach LaVine, Joe Harris, Duncan Robinson, Devontae Graham came down to Buddy Hield, Devin Booker for the Suns, and Davis Bertans for the Wizards.
For the Wizards, man.
And that's a big man. He's
That's
power
a big
forward.
dude, man.
He
He's knocking them.
Wait,
down.
wasn't the same? That's the same player that was in San Antonio.
He was with the Spurs.
Yeah, yeah.
He come
Okay.
from the Spurs.
Yeah.
That's why I was gonna throw that out there. And I'm gonna tell you, they actually was later in the round. They barely made it in the final round, but it really came down to Devin Booker and Buddy Hield. Very entertaining night. Devin Booker, he shot after Bertans. Bertans didn't have a good last round, but Booker put up 26 points.
Yeah, and he was hitting that Mountain Dew shot.
Yeah,
They had the little
Mountain Dew ball that was
30
worth 3
feet.
points.
Yeah, like 30
Okay.
feet from the goal, and he was knocking them down.
They had all the balls with a colorful ball at the end for 2 points, and then they had one rack full of colorful balls.
Yeah, money ball.
So they got a chance to position them where they wanted them. Buddy put his in the corner for the last rack.
Yeah.
He come around, with needing 26 points, which is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot,
And
dude.
he come around kind of mediocre to about top of the key.
Yeah.
He swung on around, missed his Mountain Dew ball, but
Yeah.
he heat up them last 2 racks and that money ball rack. He didn't miss one. He missed the second to the last ball.
and made the last one
Came
to
down
win
to
it.
the last shot. It was 25-26. He made the last money ball
2-point.
at the buzzer
2-pointer
to win it.
to win the game.
to win the game,
win.
27-26.
Dang.
So
Shout out to Buddy Hield.
Buddy
He
Hield.
Yeah, Buddy Hield, man. Buddy Hield climbing up the charts on the 3-point shooting.
yeah,
He's been
he
like that
is.
since last
He's
year.
streaky, and when he get hot, he been like that since college.
Yeah, that's
New
right.
Orleans
So
shit
He
have
was
just
toting
kept
that
him.
Oklahoma team. That
Yeah.
Oklahoma
New
City
Orleans
team.
should
New
have
Orleans
kept
did
him.
have him at one time.
New Orleans
Pick him up.
drafted him.
to All-Star
Yeah.
weekend.
I forgot. Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot
Buddy Hield
about
trying
that.
to make a name, trying to
He
get
was
paid
he
for
was he was
himself.
playing with AD at the time for a little while.
I tell you what though, it don't get no better than that though. All the way to the last
No,
shot.
the last shot, and he it felt good when he released it
Yeah,
because
he
he kind
did.
of like started
He
jumping
walked
before
off,
it went
yeah, he
in.
started
So he
walking.
was like, oh yeah, then he started jumping, and then
And when it hit,
oh, yeah.
it
I
was
bet you a
over.
lot of people didn't have him picked to win it.
No, it built
No,
it
but
built
that
the
is-
suspense with him missing that second to last
and
ball.
it was like,
He
what?
missed
It
that
was-
second to last ball, and they put all the pressure on the last
He
one.
knocked
Yeah.
that thing down.
He knocked it down.
Yeah.
But shout out to Buddy Hield, man.
Buddy Hield.
3-point champion for the
Sacramento
2020
Kings.
All-Star Weekend.
Buddy Hield.
Skills competition. This
Yeah.
fur guy right here, Bam out of Bayou.
Yeah,
with
it's nice, man.
Big
I ain't lying. I
Bam.
like that stuff.
also an All-Star. He
Big
made his first
Bam.
All-Star team this year and whatnot.
He was
so
beating
he went
Patrick
here.
Beverly. He was, I mean,
Out of Bayou.
and Patrick Beverly won it last year. You knock him out.
So
Like,
Bam
it
just
was-
went ahead, handled his thing and
Oh,
whatnot.
yeah,
I like the skills competition. There's a bunch of different
It's
things
not
you have
easy,
to
man.
do.
Like D-Wade was doing the
Well,
commentating, and he was like, bro, it's not as easy as it seems, like
Well, you get a lot
gotta
of
be in that full
yeah,
speed,
You get a lot
and
of
you
people
gotta
that can't pass.
yeah. So you go in that full
Dribble.
speed.
And you're doing this all by yourself. That's some pressure situations.
Yeah,
You
do it
dribble.
by yourself, yep.
You got to be able to
Yep.
dribble, pass, and shoot the ball.
Yep.
And to get through it, Bam had a good round.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So he was able to go handle his business. Bam out of Bayou.
Bam, dog.
So
That
if people
was-
don't know the name, people learned his name from over this weekend with winning the skills competition, plus being in the All-Star game and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yep.
So watch out for the Heat. Watch out for the Heat. A lot of young
Yeah.
talent.
A lot of
they
young
did.
talent.
Now we got the slam dunk contest. I heard they had some controversy go down with the slam dunk contest.
Oh man,
These were the contestants right here. You had Aaron Gordon. You had Dwight Howard. You had Pat Connaughton.
and
you
Derrick
had,
Jones Jr.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean,
Airplane mode.
the controversy really wasn't about
I seen highlights.
Nobody really wanted to see either one of them lose.
That's
pretty
what it
much.
was.
That's what it. It really was
That's what
more
it-
of that. Because
If the Miami dude would have lost, it would have been the same thing.
Yeah.
If Aaron Gordon, I mean, he lost, so it was the same.
Who
thing.
y'all think should have won it?
if I had to pick one of them, I'd have picked Aaron Gordon because he didn't. I mean, all his dunks was 50s.
Yeah.
I mean, I
And
don't,
he wasn't missing them at
And
all.
I'm gonna
either.
say, even with the Taco Charles was his last dunk. He jumped over him, 7'5",
Yeah.
tallest
False,
person
false.
in the gym. He just pulled the tallest person in the gym out the crowd, and he rubbed his head a little bit. But
Yeah,
I mean,
but okay, so give him
he had to
7-4.
come down.
Like 7-4 then.
I know,
shit,
yeah, that's what I was saying. It would've still been
7-4,
7-3.
dude. Oh, yeah.
So y'all wasn't impressed with the dunks between the legs and
I mean,
the difficulty of that.
Man, I like the one he grabbed and then he turned.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, the one off
yeah.
the side of the backboard.
Yeah.
Oh,
Aaron
Yeah,
Gordon?
that's
Aaron Gordon.
That should have won the contest to
Hey,
me.
that's what I was
That
saying.
was the dunk of the contest.
It was
Man.
a bunch. It was
That
a
was the
couple
one.
of good dunks on there. And
Because Jones had nice dunks. The only complaint I had with Jones is it was pretty much a variation of the same dunk. He went between his
kinda
legs.
sorta.
Yeah.
I mean, great athleticism and everything.
He is.
Aaron Gordon hit that thing from off the side
And
of the
that-
backboard,
Yeah,
came
he grabbed it
360 with
like
that
at
one
the
hand and so
bottom.
much power when he came out. I thought that had won it.
Man, it should
I
have won.
thought that had won it.
He said
I mean,
said
but-
that he not ever doing another dunk
But
contest.
they already
Yeah, he was
gave.
mad
I
about
wouldn't
it.
either.
They had already gave Derrick Jones Jr. 10. He was the second one to dunk
Yeah.
when he made it. So he made that dunk to stay in it because Jones had just put up a 10.
And also, they
And
was
I mean,
complaining about the scoring,
10
saying
or- a
that
10
all
or a
dunks were
50.
50s.
Yeah, they were.
Oh,
Because they
Aaron
were saying
Gordon
like
was.
you had celebrities out there
Now,
judging it that were
I
just giving
don't know.
10s to everything.
You're
when
saying
really
that he
they
put
didn't
up a
judge it
10 or
like
he
you
put
should
up a
properly
50?
judged it.
Well, all the judges put 10.
Yeah, but you had said he put up a 10. So
No,
I just
50.
wanted to make it
Well,
clear.
50
across
You
the
were
board.
saying he had just
Yeah.
put up a 50.
Yeah, the
across
5
the board.
judges, they all put
They
10.
all put 10s. All right.
And that gave him the 50.
So that last dunk, that windmill inside of the free throw line, I don't think the difficulty on that was as high as
No.
dunking over top of
And
Charles.
he jumped in front of the lane, and actually that was Zach Levine
Yeah, he
dunk
did
from
that
when he
last
won the
year.
dunk
Yeah,
contest.
and I mean-
Candace Parker told him that too. She pointed to Zach Levine and was like, "That was yours."
Yeah.
Yeah.
50 and
that
a
was,
48 in the championship dunk off and whatnot. It was a great
And I
dunk
think
contest,
Zach
though.
Levine
It was,
actually
though, man.
went from further back.
Well, I will say this for the judges. They was trying to make it to where it would be a tie, but
You can't
people,
have
the
that,
people
man.
hosting the tournament, hosting the event, told them that they got to pick one.
Yeah.
Because if they'd have tied them right then I think the next one it would have just been like a judge's pick.
Yeah.
I think they wouldn't have.
But nobody wants a tie. You got to have a winner.
Yeah.
You got to have a winner.
Hey, you remember Dominique Wilkins and Michael Jordan dunk
that was in
contest that
Chicago.
year? Huh?
That was in Chicago.
They went for the look for the smack off to the end.
They
Yeah,
snubbed,
you gotta
they-
go to the
they
end,
snubbed
bro.
Dominique.
It
I
was
just
like
wanna say that too, though.
147 to
Hey,
145, something like
They
that.
snubbed
Greatest
Dominique.
dunk
I'm gonna just
contest
say
of
that.
I don't know,
though.
man, because when Jordan took off from the free throw line,
snubbed Dominique. I'ma say
we,
that.
we hadn't seen that since Dr. J
And
when
I'll
Jordan did it.
And I
Yeah,
tell
bro.
you this here, I go ahead and shout out Pat Connaughton, but he came out in his white man can't jump
Yeah,
outfit.
his first dunk, yeah.
And he jumped over somebody, took the ball out the hand, hit the backboard, and dunked it.
Yeah, he have a 43-inch
Let me
vertical.
tell you, that was
So did he put on a good
Dumped over
performance for
Giannis, man.
himself?
That was over
yeah,
Giannis.
He put on a good
that's what I'm
performance for
talking about.
himself.
He did. I mean, it's just the competition he was against was just on.
What
another-
about
And
Dwight
Dwight Howard,
Howard?
too.
Yes,
Cause
What
Dwight
about
Howard
Dwight
first dunk-
Howard?
I seen the Dwight Howard
Hey,
in
his first
Superman.
dunk,
What-
honestly,
what he
no, not the
did?
Superman. The first dunk
What he
when
did?
he
The
turned and
Statue of
stopped
Liberty.
in the air and then
The
kept
Statue
going.
of Liberty.
Bruh.
If you put it in slow motion,
That
it looked very
difficulty,
impressive.
that ain't easy, dog.
He
That
did a
ain't
full-
easy,
He did a
dog.
full
So he didn't
extension.
embarrass himself.
Oh no.
So he
Not for a
froze
30
in the air.
no,
and
not for a
then
30
turned
point,
around.
yo.
He put his.
no.
When he came, it looked like his hand was on
Man,
his.
you seen that?
And he
was
turned
facing the other way, like he
and like
stopped,
he took a
paused in the
picture.
air, and then turned
And he
so long.
took a
Like,
picture.
I gotta go. I have to go back and watch that.
yeah.
It was a really good Saturday.
was good.
That
It was.
Saturday
That
night
Saturday
was
was
I
awesome.
have to go watch that
That was
dunk
up in the
contest.
charts,
I only
okay.
seen some highlights.
Yeah.
So then that Saturday got us ready for the game on Sunday. I don't know if y'all watched the pregame and everything.
I watch it all.
Yep.
Beautiful singing, Jennifer Hudson with a
Yeah.
tribute to Kobe.
Hold
all
up,
the players.
hold up. Beautiful singing, Shaka Khan.
Shaka
Shaka
Khan,
Khan.
yes, the
Yeah.
queen.
She could
the
have sat
queen.
down somewhere
The
because
queen.
she wasn't jamming. Shaka Khan was not jamming.
And
So
and
I'ma
look at
just
me
say
saying,
it right
look at
now.
me saying the queen, the queen.
Hey, Shaka Khan.
I think they just try to do too
You
much.
can't talk about Shaka Khan, man.
Hey man, just
that's
be
Shaka Khan.
honest, Ryan.
When
Just
you
be
know-
My
honest,
mama
bro.
used to jam Shaka Khan.
When you
Yeah,
know
but-
somebody,
but
when you
we-
know somebody did a bad
I know
job,
Jennifer Hudson
Listen.
out there.
and when somebody did a bad job, if you sitting at your house and you shame, I was shamed at my house. Shaka Khan made me shame.
You
Man, that's
ashamed?
Shaka Khan.
I was shamed.
Shaka
I
Khan,
promise.
Shaka Khan.
That's
Shaka
man.
Khan.
I just think some people
That's
just try to
sad.
do too much.
So
Jennifer-
what?
I heard
what-
Jennifer Hudson, though.
What was the problem?
She getting older.
Her rendition of the song,
Too much. Like some
It was-
notes wasn't supposed to be right
it
there.
was slow,
and some-
fast, happy,
So she changed up the song.
Oh my goodness!
Try to make it more soulful.
Yeah, the
Just
tone,
go
I
try to
guess.
watch it.
And it didn't.
He said go try to watch it.
Go try to watch it.
Like, it's
I
too
think
bad.
I'm gonna take your advice. I don't want to get my feelings hurt.
So then you had all the pre-game stuff going on. You had
Common
LeBron's
did a
team.
really good job.
LeBron's
Common.
team.
Oh yeah.
Common did a really good
dude.
job
Oh,
with the
my
poet.
God.
Yeah,
With the
yeah,
poem?
bringing out the
Yes.
players and
Oh,
whatnot.
Yeah.
not the players, but the
No,
poem.
with that little
he did.
kid, had the little kid sitting on
Yeah,
the stage.
he did a
That was so
poem
nice,
before
dog.
the announcing the players.
Yeah, that was so nice.
I had stuff going on.
Y'all suck.
I didn't see that.
I watched
either.
it all.
Yeah,
So then you had LeBron's team come out in the number
saw the
2
game.
in tribute of Kobe's daughter. They all came out in number 2, and you had Team Giannis come out all in 24, which I thought was a great tribute to Kobe and whatnot.
All of the timeout huddles was 1, 2, 3 Mamba. Mamba on 3.
Even in the locker room.
Hey, let me say this right quick. One thing I could say, looking at different sports, that we have going on. To me, basketball is the most
together.
Yes,
they did it right.
Yes, and look, I'm not talking about from the players. I'm talking about from the coaches to the commissioner. Like that commissioner actually listens to what that commissioner actually listens to what the players said, and that's why LeBron made that comment.
And they did it right. They did it right.
And saying that, we just talking about the Mamba tribute, but that was actually for David Stern also, the old commissioner.
Yeah.
Can't forget about David
He
Stern.
set the bar, dude.
Yeah, David Stern really
he set it off.
He really did.
He set it off. He said it. He started the international run.
He gave the players a voice.
Yeah,
exactly. He
From the
spanned the
jump.
TV.
Yep.
I mean, it was just he made sure the players got paid.
And look, they didn't have to wear a suit to every game anymore. They could have come dressed like they want.
That's right.
And that's part of the basketball games now.
Yep.
Yeah, basketball.
Watching the
legacy.
players come in dressed,
We wanna see
the
what they-
fashion,
yep.
that's
That's
part of the game now. And that done trickled all the way down to all the sports.
Yep, that's right.
From basketball.
Yep.
So before the All-Star
Well,
game
I
started,
lied. Joe Namath used to wear that mink on the sideline.
Oh yeah. So before the All-Star game started, we got to give respect where respect due. NBA All-Star appearances. LeBron James, second on the list in All-Star appearances. All-time leaders, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with 18. LeBron is number 2 with 16. So that's an accomplishment right there.
The GOAT.
You know what I'm saying? That's big time
Wow.
right
Shout out
there.
to
Shout out to
LeBron.
the GOAT.
And
man.
as
Shout out to
far
Bron.
as appearances, you also got the starts. He's number 1 in NBA All-Star game starts. Kobe
GOAT.
Bryant number 2, Michael Jordan number 3, Kareem, and Bob Cousy tied with Jordan
Simply
for third
the
on
GOAT.
that list.
How could you not be a fan?
Some good names. On
How
that
could
list.
you not
He's a
be
great
a
player.
fan?
Nobody denies that at
No,
all.
he's the
How
best
could you
player.
not be
He's
a
the best
fan?
player.
So let's get into the format of how the game was formatted. I'm gonna
Shout
try to
out Chris
explain
Paul.
it.
Shout out Chris Paul.
If
Shout
I
out
get
to
it
Chris
wrong,
Paul.
if I get
Yeah.
it wrong, y'all try to correct me.
I'm
Gotcha.
with you on
The
that.
first,
Yes.
second,
Yes.
third quarter were all for charities that the teams had picked charities. Whoever would win that quarter would get that amount of money for that charity
No,
in that quarter.
100,000.
100,000.
It was
Okay,
set.
100,000. And then coming down to the fourth quarter, they would come up with like a cumulative score. They had to score 24 more to get to a target score. And then once they got to the target
What
score-
it was,
You played a whole game.
the end of the
They
third
just broke it
quarter,
down on each quarter.
the end of the
Right.
third quarter, that score at the end of the third
It's a
quarter,
regular game.
huh?
They played a regular game. Up
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
fourth
but I'm saying
quarter.
at the end of that
Yeah.
third quarter that they would
Whoever-
whoever had the highest score,
They
they're
just
gonna
add
add
24
24
to
to
that,
that.
and that's what you get. That's game point.
And that's what you. That's game point.
And the point was 157.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
that's
that
what
was
they
the
had to
target
get
score.
to.
So
the
we're not gonna
target
spoil it for
score.
everybody
and I-
yet. We're gonna
and
start
I-
with the first quarter.
And I want to
We're
say
not gonna
before
spoil it
we
for
go,
everybody.
Chris Paul was actually the guy that came up with this format.
Oh, he was?
Because he said he used to play a game. Oh, I
Okay.
forgot where, but
They made
that's-
the game so much
That's how they
better.
used to play, and he was like, "Well, since it's Kobe,
Okay,
you can
okay.
kind of shift it a
Shift
little
it to
bit
24.
Yeah, professional wise, you
Yeah.
know, and just break down the quarters like that, and then the last quarter is kind of
They
like
they
pick
they,
up.
they
and
didn't
that
flip,
was-
they didn't flip
that
the
was-
script the whole entire weekend. Like the other sports gonna have to come up with some other
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
to compete.
Yeah, it's,
because what they did
They
with this
shattered
basketball
expectations.
game
They shattered expectations.
and the way
honestly.
they played in that fourth quarter, man.
So quarter number
commercial free. I like that.
Quarter
Man,
number
there's
one
nothing. Yeah.
went to Team LeBron. They beat Team Giannis 53-41, and it was 100,000 for the Chicago Scholars. That was LeBron's
Shout out to the
charity
Chicago Scholars.
organization.
And I-
Did y'all see the first quarter?
At the
Oh,
first
yeah.
quarter,
Yeah.
Kawhi
Yeah.
Leonard came out there
He
on
hit like
fire.
5 threes. in a
Yeah.
row.
He went 4 for 4 from
4
the
for
3
4, 4 for 4.
until
Yeah,
he
4
missed
threes.
one.
Yep.
But he came out there and he said once he hit the first
He
one,
said he was gonna just go for it.
he wanted to see if he hit the next one. Once he hit 2 of them, he
Yeah,
said
he
he
said,
just
"I'ma
he
just
wanted
go
to see
for
he
it."
wanted to go for the MVP.
Yep.
And you can see the intensity. Like, them boys really came out there and played. You know how All-Star game usually is. You got
Last year was
athletes
good
and-
too, though.
Let
I
me tell
love
you-
last year too.
Let me tell you, everybody talk about that fourth quarter, but the game really got real in the third quarter.
Yeah, it did.
'Cause they
It
knew
did.
they'd have a
'Cause they had
gap.
to close the gap.
They knew
Yeah,
they'd have
for
a
the
gap.
finish. Yeah.
Both teams. If you was down,
I'm gonna tell y'all what made the game. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what made the game. what made the game is that they played for these charities, and they also brought a whole bunch of kids from both charities. So the whole entire game, each charity was cheering for the next team so they could win that money to go to their charity. So. That's what made the game right there. Because with those kids and how they was cheering and hollering. Man,
I think they just neither one of them wanted to lose.
But they played for charity last year.
That's awesome, man. But they had the kids right there cheering for them, and they was playing for those kids, and they knew if we'd win this money, 100,000 going to y'all. You know, man, that's man.
So it's not like you waiting for the whole game. It's like that quarter. This specific quarter is its own thing right there.
That's just so. I mean,
well, they knew
that's
it
just to give back to everybody too. So that's good.
And these kids relying on you to get this money, man.
I'm gonna tell you what made the game.
That's fun.
I'm gonna tell you what made the game. That everybody was really at one point trying to get that Kobe MVP.
Yeah, that's true too.
MVP being named Kobe. Yep. LeBron went for it at one stretch. Yep. I know Kawhi did.
We gonna get there. We're not gonna give it away yet. We gonna get there.
Embiid did. You know, everybody was
Giannis for sure.
And I wouldn't have had no problem if they'd have gave it to Chris Paul.
So that was the first quarter. Second quarter came down, and Team Giannis went ahead, and they tied it up. Team Giannis 51, Team LeBron 30. And I mean tied up as far as winning quarters.
They just went down.
So they came out and they won the second quarter.
Where did the charity?
That was going to the After Schools Matters charity.
Okay.
Giannis' charity.
And,
shout out.
We were still shooting jumpers, and they was going straight to the rack. That's what it was. That's what happened.
They were trying to close that gap. Like Will said, you got to close that gap.
They had to close that gap.
You get to that fourth quarter, and you're down 24, and you got to score. Now you got to score 48.
Trae Young hit the three going into halftime. He hit the three.
That was nice.
So that was nice.
Trae Young showed up.
So that was halftime.
Then you had halftime come. The halftime show, I got to say, the halftime show was off the chain.
The halftime show was
Chance is a monster.
Great.
Weezy out, man. He had Quavo.
Yeah, he brought them all out. The NBA halftime show is undefeated, period. Compared to like the Super Bowl halftime.
It's been like that too.
NBA halftime, they know how to do it. That goes back to what you were saying, Reg, about they just know what they do.
They had a whole entire concert.
Pretty much.
They did.
Yeah.
So you had halftime. Then we came into the third.
This
where it started ratcheting it up.
This when it started heating up.
Started locking down.
41-41.
Brian locked Giannis up too. I know y'all seen it.
You can even see it in the picture right there. Giannis looking, LeBron look like he about to do one of his famous assist passes to somebody.
Assist passes. It looked like
he looking. He's surveying.
To me, it looked like he about to go between his legs for a tomahawk dunk.
This ball.
But he's an assist leader. But when somebody's talking about him assisting, y'all get offended.
No, he third all time.
That makes no sense.
He third all time too.
He's third all time. But when we talk about it, y'all take offense. That makes no sense to me at all.
It makes a lot of sense because why would you say assist? He could have done a lot of stuff on that play.
Because when we texting Ryan, you always talk about assists don't matter. Remember that? Remember that?
Nah, it does, but it matters for the show.
The ball was up here and he was looking. He looked like he about to get the ball to something.
How you not?
Waylon not trying to help you right now.
How you know he wasn't going to do his famous spin and then do a layup or a dunk?
I like Jokic. You see
do y'all have any notes from the third quarter?
Yeah, I told you.
Let's get to the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter. Okay, fourth quarter. So after it was tied, so that meant that going into the fourth quarter, whatever wasn't won in the third was going to double up in the fourth. So all of this was going to whoever would have won it at the end, and at the end. It was
300,000.
400,000.
LeBron.
No, it was 300,000. They won a total of 4.
157 Team Giannis, 155. Kawhi Leonard was the NBA All-Star MVP, and 30.7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 8 3-pointers made.
Kawhi balled.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Yes,
and
sir.
honestly, it was a quiet 30 because I'm like,
it was all early.
It was early.
I think it was more 3 balls too. Eight threes?
He hit 8 threes.
Well, yeah, that's.
But let me tell you this.
That's 24 points.
Let me tell you this. He hit 8 threes. He hit 8 threes, but Chris Paul hit 7.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you.
Chris Paul played.
When that second unit came
as a matter of fact, Chris Paul is the one that brought our team back.
Right.
He the one that brought him back.
And let me tell you what happened.
Yeah, he started going off.
He played with the second unit and he kept us in the game. Yep. So at the fourth quarter,
they kept him in there. They kept Chris Paul in there because he was hot.
And I was cool with that.
Yep, I was happy for that.
And he hit some big threes in that fourth quarter.
Paul came in.
I was happy for that because they try to overlook Chris Paul sometime, you know.
So Kawhi,
he missed last year. He had something on his chest. He missed last year.
He having a big year with the Thunder.
Kawhi and he don't like how James Harden got him kicked off the team.
Kawhi was the first recipient ever of the Kobe Bryant MVP award.
Shout
just
out
talking
Kawhi,
about
man.
the MVP, just talking about the NBA doing it right, the Kobe Bryant MVP award. Every time I say it, I get chills. It was just a great weekend, man. The NBA knows what they're doing.
Man, I was just happy to see Kawhi talking. I hadn't seen him talk that much.
Y'all didn't see the practice. Before they did the Saturday practice, he was dancing, dude.
Yeah. But he wasn't talking.
Come out dancing, dude.
He wasn't talking while he was dancing though. He was just dancing.
No, but I mean, he come out the tunnel dancing. I'm like, this Kawhi Leonard.
So that was the All-Star game and everything, y'all.
They say, hey, Kawhi.
Yeah, we got to push it. We got the second half of the season getting ready to come up. We got 30 games. Second half of the season, we're going to hit this real quick. The Eastern standings before the All-Star game started stands like this. Your number 1 seed so far in the East, Milwaukee. Number 2 is Toronto. 3 is Boston. 4 is Miami.
Toronto,
5 is Philly.
2.
6 is Indy. 7 is Brooklyn. 8 is Orlando.
Your team at 7.
Any kind of comments go along with
the
that?
The Raptors are really playing good, and your team is in 7th.
Yeah, Miami looking real good. Toronto, man. Toronto is very
Nick Nurse for Coach of the Year.
To say they don't have Kawhi, they doing real good.
Nick Nurse for Coach of the Year.
I guess when you win a championship, you play with a lot of confidence.
Well, Siakam and Lowry playing some real good ball.
Mm-hmm.
Lowry
and they're not even healthy. They've never been healthy for a long time.
Lowry the flopper.
Western Conference.
That's all he do is flop.
Number 1 at 41-12. Denver is number 2. The Clippers are number 3. Utah's number 4. Houston's number 5. OKC is number 6. Surprisingly, we just talking about Chris Paul. He keeping them afloat.
Yeah.
He is.
Dallas number 7, 8. Memphis.
Come on, New Orleans.
Come on,
New Orleans.
New Orleans is
Come on, New
11
Orleans.
right now.
We like 4 games behind.
About 6.
So check this out, y'all. We got some quick hit questions on what y'all think gonna happen second half of the season. We ain't got to get long, extended answers. Let's just get what y'all thought.
I know one thing.
I'm
gonna just say one thing. The playoffs is going through Los Angeles Lakers out the West.
Well, we got a question about that. It's coming. Who is most likely to win the MVP? Now, this was a survey done with ESPN, but we not ESPN. We down south. We think what we want to think, but I just was interested to see who they thought it would be and who y'all think it would be.
I think it should be LeBron James because he's 35 years old and competing against a young Giannis for MVP. I mean, that's ridiculous. When have you ever heard of a 35-year-old playing at that level right there? 20 years in the league. Damn near.
Well, they gave it to him second. He got the second most amount of votes. Giannis got the most amount of votes. And then third would be James Harden. Fourth would be Luka. Fifth would be Kawhi. I agree with Giannis,
but like Ray said, it's just crazy to see LeBron still competing for MVP. Dude.
At 35 years old.
Even though he's not going to win it, like, second place in MVP.
That is an accomplishment.
Okay, let me ask you something real quick. Who else do you know that was 35 years old and competing for the MVP?
The last I think was like Karl Malone. I think
Malone.
That was it though.
Okay,
and before that, I don't even know.
Okay, man, that's crazy, that's ridiculous, man.
Second question: who is most likely to win the Rookie of the Year? Right now, it's really down to Ja Morant and Zion Williamson.
I've been thinking about this long and hard.
Why should it be?
I've been thinking about it long and hard, but it's 25 more games left, and people forget real quick. If Zion them move their way up in
Zion them, I'm happy to say Zion them.
If the Pelicans,
you got an All-Star on this team.
I know.
If the Pelicans, it doesn't matter. If the Pelicans get to the 8th spot, he got a chance to win that MVP.
But Memphis is already in the 8th spot. Ja's already in the 8th spot.
The Rookie of the Year is for one person, y'all. The Pelicans team healthy is better than the Memphis Grizzlies.
Okay, but if we're gonna do that, hold on. First, if we're gonna do what you just said, about one player, didn't we talked about that? Ja Morant averaging 17, and if Zion keep playing the way he playing, he gonna be averaging a double, almost 30 points a game.
But look
so
if
we going off of what you said, it doesn't matter.
Well,
you just
it does.
It's going off of him. So he have to be on a garbage team to win the MVP.
Zion just started playing 3 weeks ago, bro.
He just started playing. Zion, Ja's been playing the whole season, and his team is
I understand that. I understand that.
Hey, they
got Morant, man.
They got 25. They got 25 more games.
25 more games plus what he played. That's gonna be a half a season.
They not catching
the regular season end. The regular season end in the middle of April 15th. So it's just February.
I don't know, man.
Good one.
I think it's still up in the air.
We're gonna keep up with that.
I
Next
think it's
question.
still up in the air.
Which team will get the final playoff spot in the West? We were just talking about
Portland.
New Orleans.
Portland.
I think it's
New
going to be
Orleans.
Portland. I'm taking
The
Portland.
options.
I got a reason,
ESPN
too.
with 51% said the Grizzlies.
I'm going with
and
the
then
Pelicans.
after that, they say Trailblazers, Pelicans, Spurs, and Kings. Trailblazers still out there.
I'm
too.
gonna give my answer, and I got a reason.
I'm taking Portland if Lillard gonna be all right.
I'm picking the Trailblazers only because Memphis in this last stretch they got 13 games against playoff teams, and 8 of those games on the road against those playoff teams.
Yeah.
In comparison to the Blazers, who have 9 playoff games and only 5 on the road.
What about the Pelicans?
I ain't looked at the Pelicans. They're not
I don't think the Pelicans
gonna
going to make
Okay.
it.
I
Bro.
just kept it the top.
I mean, the Trailblazers are only
Memphis
like
and the
4 games
Blazers
out.
is going to be.
I think the Blazers
between
gonna
them.
sneak it off only because they schedule a little.
I think,
them playoff teams.
Yeah, y'all go ahead and keep thinking New Orleans out the run.
It's just too hard, man.
Next
Man,
question.
it ain't too hard, man. We down 4-5 games.
What is the most likely Eastern Conference Finals matchup? ESPN said it was going to be Bucks and Raptors,
I say that
37%, with the second matchup being Bucks
Celtics.
and Celtics.
Bucks,
Then they got
Celtics.
Bucks and Heat, Bucks and 76ers.
I'm taking
What y'all
Miami
think?
and the Bucks.
I'm going Raptors.
I'm
I'm
taking
taking
Bucks,
Miami and the
Celtics.
Bucks.
I'm going Raptors.
I'm taking Bucks.
I'm
Celtics.
taking the Heat.
I'm going Bucks 76ers. I'm going Bucks 76ers. Embiid, man.
I'm taking the Heat.
Embiid.
Go
Embiid.
sit
Them
down.
boys have only lost 2 home games. I think
I
at
didn't
the
see
end,
Embiid
I
drop
think,
0 points. I ain't
yeah,
got
but
no
we
faith
talking
in
about once
that
the
guy.
playoffs get here. Once the playoffs get here, I just see them getting there.
You know what
So,
the playoffs come down to?
I mean, hey,
A slow game and a game plan.
and a slow game, and you got Embiid can
Embiid?
back you down.
No, man,
yeah, slow
Embiid.
game, you throw it in there to the big man.
You watched the playoffs last year?
Hey, when Embiid go sit down, who's down there?
You watched the playoffs
You still got
last year?
Ben. You still got Ben Simmons. I mean,
I asked you who's
It's
down
just
there
a-
when
it's
when Embiid goes sit down. Who's down there now? After that,
Man,
okay, you can still spread the ball around.
that's not what I asked you.
Ryan,
That's not what I asked you. I asked you who's going to be playing there.
Did
Can you
watch
just
the
answer the
playoffs last
question?
year? Huh?
You acting like a politician.
Ryan, did you watch the
Can
playoffs
you
last
answer the
year?
question?
Yes, I watched the playoffs last year.
You really think
Nah, he
Embiid
gonna
got
ignore
enough
me.
to advance his?
Because that's a dumb
team?
question,
I
Reg.
got the Celtics, man.
I don't think it's
like
dumb.
the
I think you
Raptors.
just don't know what you're talking
Go
about.
Raptors. Raptors
Raptors.
and Bucks.
So everybody unanimous on the Bucks, huh?
I'm taking
yeah.
the
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
taking
Bucks gonna
I'm
be there.
taking the
Bucks gonna
Bucks
be
and the
there.
Heat.
I don't think nobody will.
And he gonna say the
You
Heat.
just have to do it
The
over.
Heat. Okay. All right. What is the most likely Western Conference Finals matchup?
Man, that
The
should be
choices
easy.
are: you got Lakers Clippers, Lakers Nuggets, Lakers Jazz, Lakers Rockets, Clippers Jazz.
I got Lakers Clippers.
Yeah, Lakers Clippers.
Yeah, Lakers Clippers. That's unanimous, I think.
It's just Lakers.
I don't see anybody else coming from out of there. It's gonna come down
I got
to them.
the-
too.
I can't wait to see how the seeding fall,
actually-
though. I can't wait to see how the seeding falls.
I ain't gonna
'cause
lie. I
from the
actually
be-
have the Lakers and the Nuggets.
I will say this: before the season started, I had Lakers Rockets before this small ball.
I have the
decision.
Hey,
Lakers and
small
the
ball not
Nuggets.
bad for him though, man.
I have the
Not
Lakers
bad
and the
for 'em.
Nuggets.
Not bad. It's just they got to keep
Lakers,
keep
Nuggets.
going.
All
I gotta have the
Gotta keep some
Nuggets.
gas in the tank.
Well, you keep the Nuggets. You keep them over there. And while the Lakers and the Clippers are playing, the Nuggets will be at home.
He'll still be happy. Those Lakers in there, so you good.
Now, next question.
Y'all okay?
What is the most
All right.
likely NBA Finals result? Now, what they said was the winners would be the Bucks by 47%, the Lakers would be the winners by 34%, or the Clippers would be the winners. And they said the losers would be the Bucks, Clippers, Lakers. So they saying Bucks, Clippers, Lakers. How do y'all think about it? Who's going to be
I got
the
the
most
Lakers
likely
win.
result?
I got the Lakers winning it and beating the Celtics.
I have LeBron and the Lakers winning his 4th championship.
Yes, sir. The GOAT, baby. As long as the GOAT on the floor. Yeah.
I got Clippers.
With young AD.
I got Clippers and Bucks, and that's going to be a pick 'em. I would take Clippers, though. I would take Clippers. over
Yeah,
Bucks.
whatever, man.
I would.
You gonna
I
take
would
the Clippers,
over
but you
Bucks.
play with the Bucks on 2K?
That's a video game. Get out of here, boy.
God.
Look
Yeah,
where he
I would
went.
take the Clippers.
where
Have
he
you
went.
seen what the Clippers have done? They loading up. They signing everybody.
And
They signing
it's
everybody.
only only
not
5
always
of them.
good, though.
Only 5 of them could play at one
Yeah,
time,
but
Ryan.
they deep, bro.
Only 5 could play at one time, Ryan.
I see what they doing. They signing people so we can't sign.
That's all it is. That's all it is.
And
They
so to
ain't
speak
doing
on
none
that,
of
Reggie Jackson, he
Yep.
plans to get signed out by Detroit
That was
the
a-
Clippers.
signing with the Clippers.
That was an on ball score we was trying to get right there. They
Yeah.
gonna go pick him up.
And
The
the
Clippers.
last in NBA news, Kyrie, he re-aggravated his shoulder, and he's going to be out indefinitely.
You remember when Kyrie saved LeBron? Remember when Kyrie saved LeBron? You remember that? Remember that? That boy
boy's a
can't even play
head
up for a
case,
season.
You
no
know
more.
what?
Boys
Do you know
ahead,
they just made him vice president?
That's cool.
Yeah, they did.
That's cool.
Yeah, they did. Red, I seen that.
He can't lead nothing.
That's cool.
He can't lead a horse to the water.
Hey, they preparing him for after basketball.
He cannot lead the horse. He ever since he left LeBron trying to be a leader, he been bouncing all over trying to find himself.
He's played like 10 games this season, like with all kind of injuries. You don't even know why he's not playing.
And then this year he threw a couple players under the bus.
My dude went meet him. I'm KD. Don't put Kyrie on me. I don't care for Kyrie like that.
Man, KD might split. Wow. KD might take the bag and just leave because Kyrie is
Kyrie's a head case.
Hey, Kyrie threw some people under the bus this year on that team.
Kyrie was for him.
He need to go do some more Uncle Drew movies.
Yeah,
you gonna be relying on Kyrie, dog.
So man, look, we got to get out of the NBA. We got to get out of there.
You're gonna be relying on Kyrie. Just know that.
We didn't hit the limit. We got it done though. College basketball. We about to really jump into this right now. The new AP college basketball poll. You got March Madness starting up in what, Mr. Wade, in about 3 weeks?
We got till the 11th for the tournament. The 11th of March.
San Diego State still undefeated?
And I just
they the number 4.
They're still undefeated?
I just sent y'all invites too for the tournament.
Number 1 is Baylor. Number 2 is Gonzaga. Number 3 is Kansas. Number 4 is San Diego State. Number 5 is Dayton. Number 6 is Duke. Number 7 is Maryland. Number 8 is Florida State. Number 9 is Penn State. Number 10 is Kentucky. Other honorable mentions, you got Auburn at 13. You got Iowa at 20. You got Houston at 22. LSU has fell out of the top 25.
With the loss to Kentucky.
But we still here.
Standings, though. We got the SEC standings.
We still here, baby.
That's more around our area and what we're kind of interested in. And
Southeastern Conference.
They got the Gators on there, baby.
Southeastern
Kentucky
Conference
is leading it. Auburn, LSU, and Florida. Yep, Florida's up
the
there.
Gators, baby. We back.
Y'all back way.
We're going
to
make a push.
Shout out to Florida.
So let's get into it.
Well, LSU. I mean, they got till March the 11th before the conference tournaments, and then the March Madness is going to be coming in.
Yeah, but y'all not going to win the tournament.
March the 19th.
So y'all not going to win the tournament.
Their basketball team looking better than their football team.
Especially
I know
when
that.
They got 2 teams playing.
LSU, Kentucky, man. LSU, Kentucky.
Reggie?
Oh, yeah.
I only got one team.
Reggie and Reggie.
LSU drops 4 out of 5 with an L to Kentucky. LSU.
That's Reggie Coleman.
They're kind of falling off right here.
I just want to say, when LSU going to start playing a full 40-minute game, they're going to be dangerous. Till then, they
do that every year, though, Fur. They do that same stuff.
No, last year they was really good. Last year they was playing complete games. This year it's a good first half, a bad second half.
Even when they had Ben Simmons, man, they couldn't put a whole game.
Ben Simmons wasn't there to play though.
Well, some good news about LSU. They
didn't play that year. He just went over there just to
play, but he was a pit stop. He knew where he was going.
They made the NIT.
Shaq's son going to LSU. Thoughts?
I read the article on that, and Kobe had texted him the day before that he had the accident, and he said that's when he made the decision of he was going to go 100% in the basketball.
I think that's a great move.
And he saved that text message as his background on his phone.
They're going to love him down
that's
here.
His drive for the rest of his
They're going to love him down here.
Sharif, that's the one that had the heart surgery, right?
Yeah,
he had the heart surgery. That's about 2 years ago.
He was at Arizona. I guess it didn't work out over there.
UCLA.
Oh, okay, UCLA.
Well, I know one thing. Once he's
going to LSU.
Once he get down here, he's going to put on some weight. So that's going to be a good thing for him.
They're going to love him down here. Shaq has done so much around
here. He's solid.
He was a top 10 recruit out of high school, not just, I don't guess, because
he's good, man. He's good.
But he got a good mid-range game, and he's a big dude.
That heart ailment that he had kind of held him back, but he's good.
Yeah, he featured in 13 games this year.
Oh, yeah, that's all he played with them. But, he was just off that heart surgery.
Yeah.
So Florida and the Razorbacks.
Limited him anyway.
Waylon,
there we go, baby.
Florida starting to heat up down the stretch. They won 73-59. Speak on it.
Man, we back, man. I mean, we have games that we play good teams and we should win games that's close, but we let a lot of close ones get away this year.
What's Arkansas record?
And that's our record.
What's Arkansas record?
Not good.
The Razorbacks, they're the mid-range of the pack of the SEC.
Good.
The mid-range?
Yeah, they're the mid-range of the SEC.
They're last. They're 4-9. We just put the thing up there. Fact checking.
Let me look at my stats.
Thank you, Mr. Ryan. We talk about they mid-range.
Yeah, they are.
They mid-range.
Oh, yeah.
I just looked at them.
You say, oh, yeah. Whoa.
Thank you.
Listen, before you do your fact checking, hey, listen.
Man, I don't want to hear nothing.
Before you do your fact checking,
it's over.
You sent it to me.
It's over.
4-9 is conference play. They 16-10.
Hold on. Let me look at this thing.
They 16-10 overall. So
Man,
they're not a losing
at
team.
the bottom.
4-9 is garbage, and
that's-
16-10 is garbage.
16-10 not garbage.
That's garbage. You almost 500.
You just looking at the conference. They playing against Kentucky.
I don't care who they playing. They 4-9.
Auburn
Still
is a good
last,
team.
though.
And y'all barely beat them.
Oh man,
Y'all
that's
barely
sad.
beat them.
So they can't beat no conference team.
Wow, that's a badly beat them. We beat them 73 to.
Y'all just said
59.
the game.
70 to 59.
Didn't he just say the game went out of hand the last 2-3 minutes?
No, not 2-3 minutes, but it got out of hand.
It
the
was a
second
good
half.
game until the end of the second
Man,
half.
y'all some
Number 5,
garbage.
Dayton over VCU. Dayton haven't really been getting a lot of love with us, but they're one of those mid-majors that might end up getting the number 1 seed in the tournament.
Topping.
They picked up their 15th straight win. 15 straight, y'all. They beat VCU 66
Yeah,
to 61.
shout out to him, man. Topping nice.
You also had Auburn, SEC, number 11. They lost. Upset alert on the road to Missouri.
To Missouri.
Yeah, they lost.
Missouri. Hey, that go to show you, man, when you're in the SECs, it's a competition every night.
LSU was supposed to win that
North
game.
Carolina.
They should have beat Auburn.
North Carolina, they lost. North Carolina's not even going to make the tournament. They have the worst record they've had in 50 years.
It's not nuclear science to
man.
figure it out.
They lost again. Roy Williams cussing on ESPN.
It's not nuclear science. He said, "I'm sorry for cussing. I don't know."
Kansas wins their 11th straight game. They're smashing in their division, in their conference, rather. Iowa State 91-71.
Well, they playing basketball and not fighting now, so that's the good thing.
There you go.
That's right.
And
No
number
punches
1,
thrown.
Baylor.
Baylor, man.
Baylor's good.
That's all 23 in a row for them.
Hey,
man.
59.
Don't they have that player from Louisiana play for Baylor?
Baylor?
Yeah.
They used to have Ricardo. He's not there no more.
I'm not
Okay.
sure. I
Baylor's
know
playing good ball.
They
I
play
thought
good
number
ball.
one.
They actually beat my Gators this year. That's one of our tough losses.
So they're definitely going to be a number 1
The
seed.
number 1 seed.
Baylor? That wasn't a tough loss. Y'all got hammered.
No, we didn't. It wasn't no bad game.
What was the final score?
I can't wait for the tournament, man. March
got
Madness.
I
hammered.
can't remember.
We about to get into this fighting here. Wilder and Fury.
Ooh,
Big weekend coming
ooh.
up this weekend.
Hey,
Can we
baby,
get into some boxing, y'all? Can we get into some
my
boxing?
birthday weekend, baby. I got a big weekend ahead of
Well,
me.
happy birthday, Reg. Happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
How old you
Thank
gonna be,
very
man?
much.
Shout out to Reggie F. Baby.
How old you going to be, man?
Yeah, man, we
about
do
to
our
lie.
thing.
He
You know
about
what
to
I'm
lie,
saying?
man. He
Shout
about
out
to
to
He
Wilder.
thinking about it. He thinking about it. Okay. Never mind. You never said your age at all, either. Wilder, Fury.
Hey,
Let's
my
go,
take
man.
on this is if Fury in 5% better shape than when he was last fight, he gonna win.
2 undefeated champs.
Yeah, Wilder hit him pretty
That's my
hard when he
take.
knocked him down last time.
That's much. Yeah, in the
Yeah, he
11th
could-
round,
he
though. It was the
connect-
last round. If that dude in 5% better
The
shape
last
than what
round
he
is
was,
the 12th round, not the 11th.
Did y'all see the press conference
That's
today?
why the fight got over in 11, right?
No.
They went to decision
Well,
last
I
night?
watched
was
the
a
press
draw.
conference today. I watched the whole press conference today.
It was a draw.
The tension was high, huh?
What I'm thinking?
Tyson
was
Tyson Fury was
fight am I
Tyson Fury.
thinking?
No, that's the fight. He did drop him. Tyson Fury was winning damn near the whole
That's what I
fight.
say. If-
but because Deontay Wilder dropped him, it brought it to a draw.
Yeah, I know.
It brought it to a draw.
It looked like he was winning pretty much what I saw.
I'm
Yeah.
saying
But
if he could.
I watched the
I
interview.
don't know,
They did
man.
the interview today on ESPN, and the little pushing that they did looked a little staged. Both of them got one shell apiece.
Yeah.
They've been real respectful to each other.
They did a
before
bunch. No,
fight.
it got kind of rough today. You know, they Wilder got to talking about him bringing his career back, bringing Tyson Fury career back. He was in depression on cocaine and all kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Oh
because
my God.
and
no,
Fury
it's true though. Tyson Fury was
And
he was
Fury-
bad off on
He talks about it, too.
on drugs and drinking.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but Fury saying that he introduced him to big time boxing by giving him this fight against an undefeated.
The what he call himself? The
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think.
it start with an L.
Not the
The
Irish.
Lineal.
The what?
Lineal.
The lineal.
Lineal
the
champ.
lineal champion. There
Yeah.
you go. The lineal
What
champion.
that mean, man?
That's like undisputed, like top champion, have never been beaten, like the top
You
champion.
done won in all
They
The
talk-
lineal.
divisions.
They
All
talk-
the divisions.
I tell you what, they talked a lot of noise today, and I don't think this one going 12 rounds either way.
I don't think so either.
I think they both swinging for the
Somebody is
fence.
getting knocked out, and I don't know who is
I
going to
think
be.
they both gonna swing for the fence this fight.
I heard on my way over here that this is only the third time, I think, in like 100 years that you've had two undefeated champions in a rematch after they didn't had a draw actually getting together and fight. So this is
In
gonna be
heavyweight, I think.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
In heavyweight. In
yeah,
heavyweight.
this is it's rare. It's
Man,
rare.
Butterbean would beat Dante Wilder.
You think so?
Butterbean. Shout out to Butterbean.
Butterbean was nice.
Alrighty.
Butterbean was nice.
He came off the
So
wall.
is that y'all
Butterbean.
professional analysis on the fight?
That's just how much I don't like boxing.
Man,
First,
this is
talking
gonna be a
about
good
Butterbean.
fight.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a good fight.
I'm going for I don't know.
I think Wilder's gonna win.
I'm not picking either one of them because I have no idea what's gonna happen in this fight.
Yeah, I'm not a boxing fan. I'm gonna just watch it because it's supposed to be.
Usually I could say, you know what, I think this one gonna win, but this here,
much a pick.
the fight was so equal because it seems like once each other got hit with each other, like the power punches, neither one of them wanted to get in that situation where they can get knocked out. But it's gonna have to be a different fight this time. Somebody gonna have to get knocked out.
Yeah,
I just think
You can't have a second draw.
Whichever one of them.
If they perform at a tight level,
not a second draw. If it's a second draw, this is all behind the money.
How? If they go out there and perform like an even match, I mean,
they not even fighters.
You want it to go like the Reyes and John Jones fight.
I want them to both. No, I want them to fight.
I guess, huh?
No, like I want them to fight the way they did the 10, 11, and 12 round, the whole fight. That's what I want to see.
That's easy to say though, man.
No, it's not.
Who would have won the fight last year if Fury wouldn't have got knocked down?
I think.
Well, I don't know. We can't say that.
I think that Fury would have won too because he was up on the card.
Yeah, people were saying that Fury was up on point.
He was up.
I say Dominic Reyes won and they gave it to John Jones.
Well, just look at it like this, Ryan. For you to ask that question, just take the knockout away, and it was tied up.
Next.
It was the knockout only tied it up. It didn't win the fight, so he had to be losing.
Well, speaking of knockouts, that's a good transition on how Tiger Woods got knocked out of the Genesis Open this weekend by Adam Scott there, Mr. Whalen.
Shout out Tiger Woods, man. I'm going to give y'all a little feedback on that Genesis Open. That Genesis Open, man, it turned out to be a good fight. It was, a good golf matchup. Went into the last round with 3 players tied up. And we had a good feel in that last pairing with Rory McIlroy, Matt Kuchar, and Adam Scott. And if you watch it, the course was playing really tough. Adam Scott won the Genesis Open and made his money this weekend. He was kind of lurking. He wasn't at the top of the leaderboard either.
Tiger looked mad in this pick ball.
Is that Sega Genesis?
He made his way back, into the round and got the lead. But shout out to Tiger, man. He made the cut. This Genesis Open at the Riviera. Tiger Woods never won.
And then he got a Nintendo controller on his head.
He never won the tournament.
Yeah, you're right.
And this gonna make 14 years. He still ain't won the tournament.
He got a movie coming out.
He still ain't won the tournament. Yo, you got the payouts right there, Ryan?
Yeah, I do. Waylon. Yeah,
some big money got paid out this weekend at Riviera in California. And he came in 68 dead last out of everybody that made the cut.
Oh, I was showing the top people first. You wanted me to go to
that's
the bottom.
Good.
Okay.
No, that's good right there.
So that's from the weekend tournament of 1.6 million.
Yep, another weekend go by, another million, 1.6 given away.
Why are we not playing golf?
Tiger only got 19.
Why don't we play golf?
See Tiger way ahead the 68 line. He only got 19.
Tiger come in dead last.
Just enough change to pay for gas to get there.
That's enough. That's enough money for his fuel for his jet.
Yeah, I'll take that gas money. 19,000. 19,000 in 4 days. $19,437.
Well, and you need to go play in some tournaments.
I know, man. I need to go full time.
You might better go hit that million.
Full time.
Mr. Whalen is our resident golf expert.
That's where I need to be out there on the green.
He was getting Fur trained up there and everything, but y'all ain't got back on the
course
in a while.
Fur injured himself on his first 18 holes.
It's been wet out there.
He popped his wrist and
shoulder, but I'm back. I told him I'm ready to get back.
Shoulder.
Tore labrum.
No, ain't nothing was tore. Ain't nothing was tore. It was just sore. I didn't know that you didn't.
But let me get to this. They got the World Golf Championship going on this weekend, and most of the players that was in that field with at Riviera, they gonna be in Mexico. Tiger's not gonna be in attendance, but some notable pairings. Dustin Johnson won the tournament last year. It's gonna be in Mexico City, and it starts tomorrow, Thursday.
Oh snap! They getting ready for the Masters, huh?
That's gonna be in April.
Yeah, so every weekend, like all these matches are kind of gearing up toward that.
This the WGC. This the World Golf Championship in Mexico. So they got Bubba Watson and Louis Oosthuizen teeing off at 11:15. Matt Kuchar, another notable name, at 11:27. Dustin Johnson, that's the last year's champion. Him and Molinari teeing off at 11:39. Rory McIlroy, if you want to see some Rory, 11:51. He teeing off. Justin Tucker, 12:51. So
I like Rory.
On Thursday, that's when everything gonna be getting kicked off for this next.
And
they're gonna be giving away another 1.6 million.
I'm taking Maury.
Sunday.
Rory.
No, it starts.
Well, that's your golfing update, y'all.
Thursday, Friday.
Now we got to get into this cheating, y'all.
Oh, Lord.
We ain't never really dove into it with everybody in here with the Astros cheating scandal and whatnot. Reg wanted me to go find a picture of the commissioner. I got him up here. He's getting attacked right now for giving the Astros immunity. A lot of players are mad.
He gave the players. Hold on. He gave the players immunity.
Hey, so that means they will never do nothing.
No, they can't.
Man.
They can't punish him now. You know that he gave him immunity, but
so no matter what's said, nothing will happen.
You had players like Aaron Judge coming out. You cheated and you didn't earn it.
And Aaron Judge
only the coaches and the managers got punished.
Yeah.
Not even the owner and his team.
Now what's going on?
I'll tell you what, they put Rob Manfred in a bad spot because during the investigation, he negotiated with the players.
Association.
He negotiated with the players.
Union,
not the players of union. He negotiated
not
with
the
players
union.
players.
The Astros players.
Astros players.
Yeah, but I heard the union was behind.
Yeah, but hold on.
We about to get to that.
Just hold on. Just calm down.
I
heard that.
Calm down.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, bro.
Rob Manfred, he negotiated with the Astros players so that they can get the full story of what happened with the cheating. Astros players agreed in exchange for immunity. Owners were thrown under the bus, coaches thrown under the bus. All the players with the stealing signals and stuff, they pretty much got the whole story out of what happened, and they admitted to cheating. Now, all the backlash is coming back. Rob Manfred tried to put it on the Players Association, saying that they negotiated immunity.
That's why I'm saying, because they was behind the Astros.
The Players Association said they never talked to Rob Manfred.
Who's Rob?
Rob Manfred is the commissioner.
Okay,
he's the commissioner, and basically,
he tried to put it on the
went straight to the Astros, and he made a deal with them.
That's right.
But now that the players done found out that so they cheated us. The players cheated us, but y'all turn around and letting them off the hook, and like they got the championship and they coming back play this year.
Well, the Players
so it's causing problems.
The Players Association, they represent all the players.
Yeah.
Now Mike Trout is mad, Aaron Judge is mad, Bellinger's mad.
All the players.
So with Manfred trying to throw him into it, negotiating immunity, it's making the Players Association look like they
wasn't protecting the players.
Well, no, like they agree with cheating.
Yeah,
like they agree with cheating. They saying we never talked to Manfred about that, and we don't agree with
somebody
cheating.
lying in there.
Somebody lying in there. I think it was the commissioner.
The commissioner is lying.
Big thing,
and then the commissioner was like, okay, I'm not gonna go back and take a piece of metal back from the team, and these players is like a piece of metal, they blood, sweat, and tears every year, and it's a piece of metal, So he went back and he retracted his statement. Also, the owner from the Astros was talking about how it didn't really affect the game like that. They were good anyway. There were some good players.
Knowing the pitches didn't affect the game.
But then 5 minutes later, they asked him. 5 minutes later, they said, "So you saying it didn't affect the game?" And he was like, "No, I never said that." 5 minutes later.
But let's expound on it, because that's the same stuff we've been regurgitating for the longest time.
It's a bunch of retaliation.
Let's expound on it now. Going on? Hold on. What's going on now is that Boston has an investigation. Their investigation is about to come out maybe about a weekend, about Monday and next week. That's going to be the other,
Alex
thing.
Yeah.
The same ball that's going to drop.
He the one who left from Boston and went to the Astros.
So the talk is now.
He left the Astros and went to Boston.
Yeah, from the Astros and went to Boston.
You have athletes from other sports that are talking about sports cheating. You have big superstars like LeBron James coming out and talking about you have to keep the sanctity of sports. You have morning programs like Good Morning America, CBS This Morning, CNN. They're going to have to probably end up taking the title from the Astros, period.
They should.
And if it comes out that Boston was in that same line because Cora was with the Astros and went to Boston, then Boston might have to end up giving up their title too. You might end up having 2 years of no champions and one of the biggest scandals.
No, it's going to be a champion. It's going to go to that other team.
No, they're not going to do that.
They said they're not doing that.
They're not going to give it to nobody?
No.
Oh, come on,
Wait,
man.
not doing that.
Come on, man.
What?
You're not even going to give it to the team that was out there fighting and playing the right way?
They said it's going to be
No
vacated.
championship?
Oh, come on,
It's
man.
going to be vacated.
I didn't get that.
It's
I
gonna
didn't
be
get that
vacated.
memo.
That's what I heard.
I didn't
That's
get
what
that
they said.
memo. That's bull.
It's going to be vacated because
You got to look at it like this. You got to look at it like this. If they wasn't doing that cheating, I can see if they cheated that game. If they wasn't doing that cheating, the Yankees would have been in the finals, and who knows if the Dodgers would.
Yeah, but
You
we
coulda
not.
gave
Well,
it to the
but I
Yankees,
understand
you
that.
coulda
But
gave it
I'm
to the
talking about the
Dodgers, you coulda-
championship game.
But
period.
you can't just
They
award
wasn't
it to
supposed to
somebody.
be there.
Period.
They're not
They
gonna
wasn't
do
even
that.
supposed to play the Astros.
Well, it doesn't matter.
know.
The team they played, at least that got there to the
But
championship.
they wasn't supposed to be there.
But just the fact
I don't know
that
if the
a
Dodgers
team
would've
in
beat the Yankees.
professional sports
So-
it would get stripped of a title. It's never happened.
But they're gonna have to
Hey,
do
I
something.
never happened.
They're gonna have to do
I want y'all
something.
to say the type of cheating. What were they doing that's considered cheating? What they was doing?
They put a video camera in center field at all their games, away games included, and they recorded. Now, mostly they home games, and they win percentage is way high at home. But they put a camera in center field, and they radioed into the dugout that it's a fastball coming.
Or they hit the trash can.
And somebody
they
in
hit
the
the trash
dugout.
can
Somebody in the dugout hits the trash can
a certain
2
amount of
times
times.
and let you know it's a fastball. coming.
Fastball, curveball, whatever.
They
They were
got
deciphering the videos. Like they had a whole video crew
In-
deciphering.
in
They also trying to
The
say
whole
that they had a buzzer on them.
Yeah, and the
that's
buzzer
why
situation.
What the buzzer
when
was?
Altuve
They-
hit
like
that
talking?
home run,
a buzzer
when
to let you know.
when Altuve hit that home run against Chapman,
Aroldis Chapman.
and then when he rounded third and he started pulling his jersey in together, they were saying that they had the buzzer in his shirt.
So what the buzzer what it was doing?
It would buzz him and let him know it's a
How many
curveball
times?
coming.
Like probably 2 times.
Yeah.
Or however many,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
yeah.
Come on,
They
man.
giving up the pitches.
Yeah.
Come on,
And,
man.
They giving up the
and,
pitches.
and I say
Come
this,
on, man.
I say this for the story Reggie given. Altuve
on,
is
man.
saying that the reason why he didn't want his shirt taken off at the plate because they ripped his shirt off on his last walk-off home run. He's saying that he didn't want his shirt off because he had a bad tattoo on his shoulder
Man, that's crazy.
that he didn't want nobody to see.
That's crazy.
Come to find out, the tattoo is a legible tattoo of his daughter's name. So I don't know why a bad tattoo will make you somebody not want to take your shirt off and celebrate a walk-off win in the ALCS.
So to also kill this argument too, because we're getting toward the end here, I'm depending on the league. Dusty Baker, new manager for the Astros,
Dusty
because
Baker, good guy.
all the players are talking about they're going to take retaliation against the Astros. They're talking about hitting players every time there's a game.
The pitcher-
just doing. I mean, well,
See,
Waylon,
that's-
you can speak more to that too.
Well, they had a pitcher came out and
This-
said that.
This is what they do, man. Pitchers, it's actually kind of in the game when, dirty plays happen or something like that happen.
Or if
It's
they-
known for the pitcher to come out the next inning and retaliate.
Or
hit
if they
somebody.
find out that you're stealing,
So now,
Crazy.
that this going on,
even if they find out,
crazy.
even if I heard an ex-player talking about, even if they find out that you stealing their signals while you're on the bases,
Yep.
that they'll come to you and
They
tell
will.
you keep stealing our
That's right.
our signals. We're gonna hit you with the ball.
That's right. Any
Like
kind of- any kind of foul
like
play-
don't do that. Like they don't believe in that at
it's
all.
a notable thing
that is
for
crazy.
baseball pitchers to retaliate the
Yep.
next inning. So
You stealing his pitches.
Being that the commissioner's
crazy,
not going to
dog.
do anything to the players,
Like stealing a pitch,
This
that's like
is
the
far
The
from
pitches-
A
over.
pitch is everything in baseball.
Stealing
Yeah.
a pitch is like going to a defense or offensive
tell
huddle
man, them boys
and
gotta run
listening
this
to
play.
their play get
Thank
called
you.
and then
Yeah.
playing them against them
crazy,
right after
man.
that.
Thank you.
So
Something
this is gonna
like
continue
what the
going.
Patriots do. You know, the cheating with the video. Like Waylon talking about this so much, but he's just not talking about how the Patriots been doing the same thing
This
up
is-
until
this-
this
if
year.
y'all wanna hear
Up
more
until
debate
this
like
year
this,
when
this
they was
is
recording the
This is the
sidelines.
Division Podcast.
They was
We
recording
have
the
our
sidelines
own
this year.
YouTube channel. You can go ahead and check us out, The Division Podcast.
Man,
We
it's
have
crazy.
over 40 videos in rotation. Go ahead and check us out. This debate, many more past debates. Check it out.
Man,
you
I
can
can't
fact
believe
check
that.
us yourself. Go look at stuff that
Yep.
we said and see if we were
You-
right
you
later
better
on.
believe it.
The Division Podcast. podcast on our YouTube channel. Also, you can check us out on Facebook, The Division Podcast by the same name. Please go like, share, and subscribe. And also start leaving comments. If you start leaving comments and it's something interesting, you might end up on the podcast.
Oh, yeah, you're going to end up on the podcast. Definitely. In a good way. In a good way.
To our audio listeners, we're also on iTunes, The Division Podcast. You can go ahead and check us out there. Also on AOC's homepage, open access channel here in Lafayette, Louisiana. We premiered. This episode is going to premiere this upcoming Friday at 6 p.m. We also play 5 other times during the week. So be sure to go ahead and check us out either on audio or video. And that's all I got, fellas. We got 30 seconds.
I just want to say shout out to the division, man.
Yeah, shout out to the division, man.
We all back in here this time, man.
Back, baby.
Reggie F. Baby, man, the Sega Genesis King.
Wow.
That mean he played too much, y'all.
Call it what you want.
Good one. That was a good one. Hell yeah.
Hey, as a matter of fact, I received this hat in Hawaii when I won a tournament. Sega Genesis King.
Man.
Well, on behalf of everybody, even the ones that's not here, Feel I Feel, Big Grim, Boo the contrary one, I'm Ryan G, the moderator.
You forgot Lance, man. I could just forget
Sir Lance.
Come on, man.
Lance Griffin.
The Emperor.
Come on, man.
Yes.
Emperor.
I'm Ryan G, the moderator.
I'm Fur.
And I'm Mr. Taylor.
And I'm Reggie F. Baby.
And we going to holler at y'all next week, man. Y'all be good. Peace.
Yeah.
Yeah.